Today we're going to go over how to use the tag editor. Now, what the tag editor is designed for is to organize your MP3s in names, albums, and graphics if you want to put pictures on it, right? But the main purpose for me and as a DJ, you want to organize your music as clearly as possible because as a DJ, you need to be able to find music very quickly and you have to be very organized. All right, so specifically for reggae music, or should I say dancehall, they have rhythms. So they have one rhythm or one music, but there's like 20 artists on the same beat or rhythm, as they would call it for Jamaicans, right? So I'll give you an example. This is a music right here. It's called Rougher Yet, right? Lover's Bump Rhythm. The original artist was Smith. Was it Sam? Where was his name at? Slim Smith. So he sang this music and called it Rougher Yet. So they'll name the rhythm after the first guy who did the song, right? Look here, children. Look here. It's gonna get rough. Look here. So that song was named after that artist. The rhythm was named after him. And then Lone Ranger came and did another song that was pretty popular. I believe it was in the 80s. Zula 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 zuli bang. Come say zula 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 zuli bang. Come say zula 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 zuli bang. Bim. Zula 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 zuli bang. Well, watch a man. All over that, all over love, boom. Right. So it's between those two songs that was pretty popular. So you'll see some rhythm called Lover's Bump Rhythm, or it might be called Roughest Yet Rhythm. Right. So here it is. So all right. So I'm going to be using this program, Tag Editor, to organize my rhythms. So I'll take the folder, drag it in, and it throws it in. Now, as you can see, it has names, titles, the rhythm, and some of the stuff is not organized correctly. Like this has nothing. Now, if you were to select everything and say load from path or network, network is when it goes into the internet and search for the song based on the information that it has, or it can have advanced, which does both. It goes from path, network, or existing tags. All right, because some things have tags on it, like this one, it has a tag. But for this song, for this particular thing, I'm going to be using just load from path, which means that it's already in a folder. Let me see if I can get back here. It's already in the folder called Roughest Yet, Lover's Bump Rhythm, various labels and producers. So if I go and select all, oops, my bad. I select all, Command A, and then I go into Action, and I go into load from path. That means where it's sitting on a hard drive. It quickly figured out the artists, and it took the year that whatever the tag was on and the title, and then it took the album, and the album was able to come about because of the folder that it was in. Okay, so that's how that came about. Now sometimes you'll have a song that there's many songs in one folder, so it's not going to give you the correct album, but this is one way of working, and it also gives you the artwork, right? So now, what I would like to do to edit this, I would like to take off various labels and producers. This part here I don't need. So if I go into action and find and replace, what I want to do is just delete. Okay, so now I did it before. I selected various labels and I put it here on the first line. Now on the second line, I just put blank, right? And then I'm going to say replace all. it immediately deletes the extra stuff that I don't need. So if the extra stuff was in between or whatever, it would just find it and delete it. So this is a group editing thing, which it works fantastic. Now, the year, because I know most of the stuff was in the 80s or 90s, I can sit here and find each one of them or go into load by network, but that's going to take me too long. So I'm just going to select the year. You know, I just select the album, right? Oh, I could have went in here and put in 2020, and you see how it selected just 2020, but I want to select everything. So that's going to take me too long to go back and forth. So I'm just going to go and get rid of this and just select everything here. And I'm just going to type in 1990, right? And let's press enter, and it's able to select everything. Now, some of these songs, yes, they were in the 80s or all that, but I can't afford to do all that. Now, because I'm going to be using this as a DJing program, I need to make sure that I put the genre, right? So I'll select this again, and I'm just going to put dance hall. Enter. All right. Now, very important, a lot of times you have duplicates, and you don't know which duplicate is which. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select composer, and I'm going to put today's date, 2025, October 28th, right? And now this is going to tell me the difference between the one that may be already on my folder, okay? And so the actual file looks like this on my hard drive. As you can see here, this is what it looks like. Okay, like the Lone Ranger one. Oops. These. Okay, yes. So Lone Ranger, it shows you Lone Ranger, and it's organized a certain way. So now I have that selected. I'm going to Command A, and I'm going to tell it action, rename file. So, oops, I can select the artist name. I don't know if you see this, guys. Oh, let me go back into this. Rename file. I can select the artist name with a hyphen, and then I can select the title of the song and then the year. And I can click here, but you see it's artist, the song, and rhythm. And then because I use album for rhythm and then the song. So if you go into the little thing that says advanced renaming, you can now categorize it the way you want. So I want my albums first, my artist title, and then the year. So it's going to look like this at the end of the day. Now I'm going to press rename. Now the file that's going to be on the hard drive is going to look like what's here. But of course, you can see it's not correct because I have to now save. Once I save, you see it renamed everything. So now I have my songs lined up correctly. So if anything should happen to my hard drive where it goes crazy, and believe me, sometimes these hard drives do go crazy, you still can gather your rhythms to some degree. It's best to put them in a folder and be organized, all right? So now I'm going to go to Serato, and I'm going to load up that to show you how it's organized in Serato. So I already have Serato here, and I'm going to name this folder. Well, I don't even have to name the folder because it don't really matter, right? So let's get rid of this for a moment, and oh, that's what I'm looking for. It's behind everything. Okay, so Oops. So now when I drag this folder, which is roughest yet, into Serato, it names, you see this album Rougher Yet, Lovers Bump Rhythm. Okay? So, and my composer, I put the date, right? So all I have to do now is select all, Command A, and drag it into Analyze File. Right, within seconds it do it. This is an M1 processor with the Max chip. That's why it's moving so fast. This one didn't do anything. I don't know why. But anyway, so when you put your beats per minute, these three songs, I can already tell you they're probably the same rhythm. They're all rough as yet rhythm, but it's different versions of them. So one may be faster, one is in a different key. So that's why it's different. Okay? It's the same rhythm, but it's in a different key. So when you're DJing, it's best to stay in the same key, same thing, right? So I'll give you an example. If I play this one. Play this one.
Well, Sanchez, I don't know.
Play this one.
All of it do that. I respect original DJ to the bird.
So when you do, it's called, in Jamaica, it's called juggling music. So when you're juggling these music, when you're playing songs back to back, and you play chorus, verse, boom, you're out. You know, you have to have these songs lined up correctly. So these also are lined up, right? And now, let's say, for example, I have Garnet Silk, right? I'm pretty sure I already have this song somewhere. So,
Baby, don't worry.
all right. So now, if I went into my all folders and typed in this, and here he is right here, Garnet Silk. The same song, but you see, let me put in, I can show you. Why I'm not seeing that particular song again. Okay, so look, I have three of the same songs. Now, let's put in composer. We click in the composer. And this is the song from the date, today's date, 2005. I can tell you this is a song that I was able to, I just got. But you see, it says the rhythm. This one don't have a rhythm, and this one don't have a rhythm. It's the same song, but when you start juggling music, you can't afford to be trying to figure out where the rhythm is for it. So that's why it's important to get the rhythm and label it, and that's where this program, Tag Editor, can help you, because I can label everything. You can label the rhythm also in Serato, which I'm going to do right now to show you. If I select all and shift and highlight one of them, it labeled everything. But my problem is that it wasn't there before. But now it is, right? And if I'm looking for this rhythm again, it's probably all over the drive. But at least I know which one is the old one from the new one. Right now, here's another guy that I don't even have. Do I have him? Maybe I do. Okay, here it is again. So you see, I have this one, but I know that this particular one is the one I just dumped into the computer. And it's very important that you clean up your hard drive and don't have a lot of duplicates, because if you edit one of them and then you select the wrong one to play, your cue points might be off. The time that the length of the song might be shorter than the original song. So that's why it's important to be very organized when you're DJing. It's a lot of work, I know, but it has to be done if you want to take this DJing thing serious, right? And when I say serious, I mean it's, you'll be there for a minute. Trust me. This is the part of DJing that a lot of people don't see. They get into it for the fun of it, and then when they realize, oh man, this is too much, they quickly back out. All right, so I'm going to be doing more videos to show you little features on tag editors. All right, so stay tuned. Thank you. Take care.